It could work. I'm gonna go play the other build, so I don't have to use my brain anymore. I'm finishing this quest that I'm relogging to the other guy. Jesus Christ. I can't do this anymore. You guys have been so helpful, but I just don't have enough of a brain to make this work.
Oh, I forgot. You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Alright, now fix my build. I dropped the Aura of Decay. It's fucking OP, but honestly... Let's see if I just fucking die. That's another thing. I kind of lost all of my living. Alright, let's see. How strong are we? That's pretty strong. That's pretty good. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some levels here. That's the sound of my skills leveling, by the way. What's next? I mean, listen, I crangled, but build's still strong. Die, human. Am I strong? It feels like I'm really strong. Even with the fucked up tree right now. I need level 50 really badly. That's when my build will actually come online. I'm missing a pretty essential part of this. AKA the sustain. Oh my god. Yup. Really missing the sustain. Okay. That was probably the hardest thing I fought so far in the game. Okay. Guy's kind of badass. Are those guys supposed to be badass? Because they were kind of badass. You know what I'm saying? Wait, so why am I doing this? Why don't I do monoliths? I'm done. I'm not doing any more of the campaign. Time for the monos. Do I go here? Monoliths today. I'm monolithing. Wait, you guys weren't kidding. I actually could have been doing it. Wait, I don't know how this works. Apparently you get +2 all stats if you finish everything. But apparently what I'm doing is like super rippy. I mean, my build's a little too OP, but you know. The fuck is that? Oh, that's what these things are. What the fuck is going on here? Do I have to do all of these? But what the fuck do I get out of this? Okay, let's see this. Undead enemies have 25% increased damage and health. Player modifiers: increase item rarity, experience, echo rewards, glyphs, timeline stability up to 22, bonus timeline stability. Enemies have 30% increased life. Okay, this seems easier. Rarity, experience, runes, stability, glyphs, runes. I don't know what the difference is. Level 58? Wait, I'm like 50. Is that okay? So what you're telling me is that I can do this when I take my mastery, but it's actually still 58? Okay. Slay enemy to locate primeval dragon. Slay the primeval dragon. Increased health. Okay, I see. Oh, these guys are okay. I can kill white mobs. Oh, this is the boss. Oh, how hard he hits. Face tanking. How much damage does this do? Nothing. Oh, what is that? Why is it purple? Oh, is it 6 or 7? Then it goes purple mode? Purple modifiers are drop only, right? For like basis. Beep. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Man, what the fuck? Where's all this stuff coming from, you know? This is so cool. The last 2 acts are so noticeably like better. Okay, so what is stability? Oh yeah, you guys said that it progresses my quest. This thing, right? But then what happens when I have this fully juiced up? Oh, more opened up. This is like synthesis. You fight a boss? Is the boss a little pussy or is he... Oh, boss for blessing. Oh, I thought the blessing thing wasn't in the game or something. The way that this used to work, the end game in this game when I first played it, was just an arena that spawned waves of monsters. And then your number went up every time you did one. And it's like, it is an end game system, but it's not a progression system. You feel me? It's why like Grim Dawn didn't have an end game system despite having Crucible that was like an entire DLC. And so I don't need something that like artificially increases the power of my character for some endless purpose. It's the same reason why I don't play Diablo 3 past a certain point. It's because at a certain point, I've got my set, I've got my items, I've got my functional character, and the only thing that I do past that point is increase the difficulty to drop the same item to increase the difficulty to drop the same item. The gameplay doesn't change, nothing changes. There is no progression. The numbers go up, but I don't feel it. There's nothing to it. There's nothing at the end. There's nothing in the middle. There's nothing to it, right? So just because you have a system in which you can do this isn't meaningful to me. Because doing this endlessly, you know, it might be fun for a time, but eventually it's like, okay, what am I doing this for? Obviously, this game has other things like you finding unique items, enabling builds, fucking around with different builds, different characters and whatnot. But Grim Dawn has that too, and yet in my eyes, Grim Dawn's system doesn't work past a certain point, even though I've played it a lot. So, but in PoE, it's technically the same thing, right? You can reroll characters, you can get unique items, you can further develop your character, you can run fucking tier 16 maps or whatever, like keep going, and yet it works because there are points to strive for within like your character's design, yeah? And I think that's meaningful. Even the sheer existence of those is meaningful, even if you don't like engage with them, even if you never do the boss fight. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not criticizing the system. I just hope that eventually there's like more. All right, this should be good enough. Let's die, boys. Yeah, it's good enough. 351. That was close, actually. Monka Giga. Ooh. Beep, 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 beep. Whoa. That almost killed me. How close was that? That was close. Huh. That felt close for sure. Last Epoch knows its market. I think they really understand where they're at within the industry. I think they really understand what a game needs. I think they're not doing anything super innovative in the way that they approach things. They're mostly like taking concepts that were previously done and trying to like build on them. But I think that's one of their biggest strengths, because they have such a understanding of their direct path to success. It really is, to me, very reminiscent of another like overlap of games within a community, within a genre. And that's MOBAs. That's League of Legends and Dota in my eyes. Because here's the thing. Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, oh my god. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Never wanted to compete with Path of Exile. I mean, Path of Exile wasn't on the radar when Diablo 3 was happening. Oh no, it bugged. Fuck. God damn it. Well, rip. GG. It wasn't on the radar really, but Diablo 4, again, it doesn't want to compete with PoE. People are like, oh my god, this game's so simple. It's like, yeah, it's on purpose. You really think that if Blizzard wanted to, if they deemed it financially like good, they wouldn't make a game that's just a better Path of Exile? You're fucking stupid. The reason why they make games like this nowadays compared to before isn't because they're incapable of. It's because it's not worth the money. So they do it another way. Plus, it's hard to compete with Path of Exile, having released content every 3 months for the last 10 years. And then you've got the other game, PoE, which is like the opposite angle, right? So now you've got the extreme angle of like simplicity and all that shit, and that's Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. And the opposite angle being Path of Exile, with like the overall complexity, fucking giga bloat, outdated mechanics, outdated UI. You know, like you really gotta be into the game to really enjoy it. But it's done a really good job of improving the feel and sound and everything. And it, again, the end game. What the fuck? I spawned into some nerd's area. What the hell's going on here? Huh? You die on hardcore, it's bugged? What the fuck? These guys are just playing together, they're just hanging out. They're having a little chat. Interesting. Beta, Omega Low. You've got the extreme, Path of Exile. Again, a lot of this outdated shit. And now, you've got Last Epoch. Because Grim Dawn, in my opinion, should have been the game that was that middle ground. And it kind of is, but it's missing the broad appeal. And it never will reach that broad appeal because it doesn't strive to. Last Epoch understands that. It can be simple in a lot of ways, and it can be complex in a lot of ways. It's easy to follow a build guide and build a character from the looks of it. And everything is very self-explanatory, and there's a lot of resources within the game. So that's like works for those people. And if you want a lot of depth, that's happening too. And so yeah, if I had to compare it, I really think back to Dota and League of Legends, where especially at a certain point there was the middle, so League of Legends, and then there was the hardcore, which was Dota, and then eventually the easy, Blizzard again released it, and then eventually Blizzard released HOTS, and that was the Diablo 4. So to me, by design. HOTS is Diablo 4. Last Epoch is League of Legends. And Path of Exile is Dota. But the problem there is that League of Legends is made by Riot. Dota is made by Valve. And HOTS is made by Blizzard. But when you compare it to the ARPG genre, Diablo is made by Blizzard. A fucking gigantical titan of the industry. Same as the other previously mentioned companies. And then you've got PoE, which is made by, you know, GGC, which is like, okay. And then you've got Last Epoch, which is made by a completely unknown group of developers with a Kickstarter. And they've just been improving and like working on the game for an extremely long time on an extremely small budget and everything. So it's like, in terms of scope, that's going to make a big difference. Just having more fucking money is gonna make a big difference. And so, yeah, I think they've really figured out what they need to do. I think they've found the audience for that thing. I think the game's very attractive for that specific audience. And just the way that GGG needed to build on a super specific audience and it allowed them to, you know, remain, they need to do this too. And in both of those cases, there was a very good understanding of that. And I think that's very, very, very important. And they do get it. So now it's just a matter of how much of a casual and like broad and hardcore appeal they can have in different aspects of the game. And in my opinion, when it comes to like general appeal, the most important thing is looks, feel, and sound of a game, you know? And this game just doesn't have it yet. Don't get me wrong. Compared to when I played it fucking 4 years ago or something, woo, nearly. It's, you know, it's a big difference. It's a big difference, this one. But, is it like good? I wouldn't say it's good. No, it doesn't do it just yet. YOLO. Wait, it's instantly a boss? Let's hope I don't lag.
You understand nothing, traveler.
He's sucking me? Jesus. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I don't know. Fuck that. I'm nuking. I'm scared. I have too little mana. Die. The degen was getting brutal. Is this the ring? That might be the ring. That was scary. What the fuck? Those explosions did a lot. I'm glad you're having fun. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a lot to figure out, you know? I feel like we're almost there in terms of figuring things out. I don't know. I want to watch some people to see like how my character compares to other people's. I feel like I'm doing fine, but then I don't know. Am I doing fine?